Hey, YouTubers, it's me, Angela. I've pulled a little quick spread for an update. We're in December 2024 now. Remember, the nature of these readings is usually that they're set up to be evergreen. They're not dialing into one certain time. It's about energy, right? Which is always present. There's always an opportunity to transform our energy. And so if you're coming upon this video 6 months later, that energy is ready for you to explore at that time. But it has been a while. Thank you for staying with me. Hi, everybody. um, Here we go. We're going to do a quick journey here. The first card I got in this spread, and the decks I'm using are just two decks. I'm using the Earthcraft Oracle here by Juliet Diaz and Lorraine Anderson. And then my trusty Zen Tarot deck that I have for clarifiers. So I picked four oracles from the Earthcraft deck. And the first one I got is Death. Yeah, this is part of our cycle of life, right? Um, Remember, we're talking energy, so it's not always, you know, physical, actual death in your life of a human being or an animal or something. This is representing transformation. So something ending and something beginning, right? And really, if you think about it, we go through the cycle, the death cycle, many times, through the course of a week, a month, a year, or whatever. Sort of every decision you make can be the loss of something and an opportunity to start something new, right? Like right now, I'm recording this toward the end of the year. That's representing the transformation, the death or the letting go of the previous year and opening up to a new energy in the new year. Um, the thing about that energy is, yeah, sometimes we're ready to transform it. Sometimes we're ready to let go of something and let it go, into our past so that we can create new. But there's a space in between the letting go and the actual creating the new opportunity that we're in that sort of limbo area. And it's like, yeah, the opportunities are there and present and coming, but I don't know. It's the unknown. I don't know how that's going to go. I don't know how it's going to turn out. There's some fears and anxiety and worry sometimes if we're living too much in our head like that. That next thing, right, in this transformation is unknown. And so hopefully this reading helps us soften any resistance that we experience in the transformative process. So for now, you can focus on something that's transforming in your life, something that you're letting go of or leaving behind. This could just be from day to day. I let go of at the end of every day. That's the death of that day, right? But what comes next in the dawn is the beginning of a new one. So keeping our focus on these energy cycles that are always occurring is sort of our theme right now. I picked two Zen cards, two tarot cards to solidify or sort of clarify this energy of transformation. And I got stress, and then I got patience. Hello. So, yeah. So sometimes, like we said, it's that unknown factor. What's to come? Okay, I'm willing to let this go. I'm willing to close that chapter. But now what? Right? And that is where the stress comes in. Some of us sometimes feel like it's too much to think of, too much to handle. And maybe it puts you into, a whole nother level of worry or anxiety or, despair. I should not have let go of that, right? So the stress, let's just call the stress a natural um, motivator, right? For our path forward. Although if we stay stuck in that, if we, hold ourselves in that stress energy, we're not going to make much progress, right? So it's balanced with the patient card. It's kind of asking us, let this play out, right? And especially in this card, the illustration shows us of, you know, the different ways that we can approach patients, like with the pregnant woman in the middle, right? We know she knows she's not going to stay in that shape, in that form forever, right? It will arrive. The baby will arrive. It will be born. And it's a matter of you can't rush it. It's going to happen when it needs to, when its time has come, right? And then like the moon cycles here in the card, we don't kind of scream at the moon for not hurrying up. Why aren't you full? You know, why aren't you full again? We know it's coming. We know that the, the energy is laid out and the process is already in motion and it's coming. So coupled with that stress card, I love it because it makes us realize, yeah, I've worked to transform something. I've let something go and I'm ready to, even just in this calendar year, I'm ready to leave 2024 behind and move forward into 2025. But I don't know what it's going to bring, right? Just know that whatever's coming is meant and it's in process. So we can sort of relax a little bit in that moment, which brings me to the next card. I got Spirit of the North. This is an earth energy. This is a a representation of stability, of strength, resourcefulness, getting it done. This is more of a grounding energy, but also preparing and plotting and lining things up. You may have a big dream. You may have made the decision to move into a transformative place, to a new phase, but how do I go about doing it, right? This is kind of saying, get all the nuts and bolts in order. Make sure that, it's like an awareness shifts to your everyday tasks, to the mundane, to the planning, the plotting, the lining things up, in a grounded way, in a practical, earthly way, so that you can continue on with manifesting your dream or the achievement that you have ahead, but making sure to be prepared. And then the cards I got to go with that are experiencing. This is a very heavy earth energy. This is just being able to be present now. And, that woman is walking along and, encounters this tree and just really takes the time to be with that tree, to not only see it, but to feel it, to touch it, to sit with it, to let its energy enter her, right? And so that is a real slowing down of our energy and really getting grounded in a earth, energy way. And then I got integration. So this is taking those dreams and those spiritual thoughts and the emotions that you have and the practicalities that you carry with you, the groundedness, earth, sky, and everything in between, and letting it be within you, integrate it all to strike a balance within you, really. You see that yin yang symbol in the middle, that is that balance that we're seeking. And, dreams are great, that we manifest, dreams all the time, right? We dream them up and then a certain amount of time goes by as we put our energy toward it and then they come through. But what this is asking is to remember that there are practical steps that need to come when you're a manifester, right? You need to do the homework, do the preparation, get the work done, put in your dues, whatever that is. And so that's a beautiful reminder that all of those forces, within you, without you, the divine, the people around you, the tools you have, they can all integrate into your energy to help the process along. And now we're grounded, right? We've let go of something in that death card. We're ready for preparing for something new. We've grounded into that energy, made any preparations we think we can. Now what? Now I got Ivy. This is another earthy kind of a vibe here too, but this one's about connection. And, the ivy will grow in all different directions and maybe even hook up with another plant or wrap itself around it. And then, it'll climb higher. Some of it stays low to the ground. It just goes in all directions. And this is your energy. This is asking you to keep your connections with others, your relationships, keep them strong, deepen those that are on solid ground, stay present in among it all, right? Even though your vines are going out in all these different directions, you are still the root and the center of all those connections. But it's really letting you, especially if your death card, if that transformation is like, if there's something specific that you want to transform into, if this is a part of you spiritually, or a project and something outside of you, like if you're actually planning a move, or um, you know, marrying into another family, or just changing jobs, creating a new project at work, whatever that transformation is for you, the guidance is get grounded and then secure and strengthen your connections. This could be your connection to the divine, making sure that your practice is in place so that you're always remaining an open channel for the energy that's going to move you towards your goal, right? You are a creator, and that's what goes with that Ivy card, is that you are a creator of the whole landscape and map of your life, right? Not of the occurrences that happen to you. Not you don't create, say, an obstacle that comes in your way. You don't create that, but that is the part of life that's ongoing, right? Obstacles come up. We don't always get along with everyone. We don't always get to see our things, our dreams come through to fruition in a timely manner, right? That's all because life is happening, and our job is to, be the creator of our own experience within all that happening. So that when the obstacle comes, someone who's aware of their, creative energy, of their creator energy, an obstacle comes, and a creator could say, oh, this is a way to learn. This is what I'm going to learn from this. Or instead of, barreling through it or ignoring it and acting like, nothing, nothing's going to get in my way or whatever. It's a matter of checking your ability to drop resistance. And you can create the quality of your experience. You don't create the obstacle, but you can create how you respond to it. And then along with that Ivy card, I also got abundance. And this is just reminding you that those connections and those energies that you connect to, and those people and the divine, that's all of an abundant nature. That's all for your progress. It's all there for you to lean on another person's energy if you need it through a rough time, and then to be that strength when someone else needs it as well, right? It's a reciprocal energy there. But the abundance and the gratitude and focusing on everything you do have, at your disposal is an important thing to focus on as you're, a manifester traveling through your various dreams. And then the last oracle I got is spiritual journey. And this is just really a reminder that your spiritual journey, your path, it's a lifelong process. It's never complete, right? It's always a matter of, finding yourself in this present moment. This is who I am. This is where I am right now in my life. And then taking sort of that self-awareness or the self-actualization and directing it toward the next realm, toward the next level of understanding, toward your ascension, toward your expansion, right? So it's never, okay, I'm going to reach point B and now I'm done, right? My spiritual journey is over. It's never that way, right? You achieve something, you aspire to something, you achieve it, and then you go, okay, this is me now in this new energy, having achieved this level that I wanted to know, having achieved this deepening of this relationship, or finding a way to quiet the judgment that goes through my mind. I've achieved that. Now what? Right? It's always the next thing. And that's your spiritual journey. It's kind of why these soul guidance readings are evergreen. They are for anyone ever, anytime, right? Because it's not a linear journey, and it's not in order of, everybody doesn't take it in the same order, right? We don't all practice our, dropping judgment and, maybe envy at the same time, right? We all find what can I work on next? And it's really just a myriad of choices at any given time. And then the Zen cards that I pulled to go with that spiritual journey card, kind of perfect. I got existence. And this is reminding you that home is wherever you are. Your home resides inside you, and you belong no matter where your feet are on this earth. You belong. You're part of the greater field of energy. And that is a nice reminder, especially when we feel a little bit lost or a little uncertain. It's a nice reminder that I'm exactly where I need to be. And let me look around and see what my choices are, where I can go next. And then our final card that kind of caps this whole thing off is maturity. This is the wisdom that you've accumulated and that you've achieved through all the experiences in your life. Your ability to rest in the knowing that you will always continue your path with the obstacles and all. Just rest in knowing you're within you, there's a little part of you that knows all is well. Even though there's chaos going on around you, you can open your eyes and see chaos, but still maintain that sense of wisdom, maturity, and spiritual knowing that this too shall pass. I will get through this. I will come out of this stronger. So that starts with transformation, and it ends with relying on your own wisdom. I mean, how much better could that be? And happy end of the year to you guys if you're watching this in December. And enjoy your holidays, spend time with your loved ones, deepen those connections, use your Ivy energy to deepen your connections, and focus on what you know you can achieve, what your sort of where your upliftment comes from, right? That's the buoy, that's the energy that can guide you forward as we continue to transform. All right. Love you all. That's going to be it for now. I'll see you soon.